Hey everybody, it's Buford. We're back. I'm going to show you a couple of tips and tricks for playing DU. I'm noticing in the general chat that a lot of new people are struggling to figure this thing out, and I got to be honest. I played about 2.5 years of this, and some of the stuff is rather new. But I will just walk along and try to explain some of the different things that are going on. First of all, let's zoom out. We are on Haven. If you hit F4, it'll bring you to the space map. You can go to different systems. There's Alioth. If you double click, right click, center map. Now you can, let's try that again. Center map, points of interest. Nope. Let's try this again. View planet. I'm sorry. Right click, view planet. Now we can see this is Alioth. This is probably the starting planet that you want to be on. Here you can see the constructs that you own. That is a static core. This is a dynamic core. Static core is a building. Dynamic core is a ship. The territories, I only have one right now. It is my active Haven territory. Right click on that will bring up this. You could declare it as visitor's welcome if you want people to show up. You could rename the territory, view on system map. Let's, well, it's already, I think it's automatically a headquarters. If it's a headquarters, you don't have to pay taxes on it. You don't have to pay taxes on Haven anyways. View on system map. And just using the mouse wheel to scroll in, and that is where I am, and that is where my territory is. Let's select this planet, double click it, view planet, boop. There we are. Green tile means you own it. White tiles mean you can buy them. No, you can't buy them. Not on Haven. You only get one tile on Haven. Red tiles mean somebody has already claimed these properties. And you can actually click on them and see who they are. This is Minar. This is Space Cat over here. And who's this guy? It's Buford. So from there, I'm going to get off of this rock, and we're going to try to migrate to... I'm just scrolling the mouse wheel. We are going to try to migrate to Alioth. There's a free shuttle on this planet. We're just going to pack up our stuff, sell some ore, and get the hell out of here. If you noticed, I'm selected the harvest tool. If you look at the lower toolbar there, to put tools in your toolbar, you have to drag them down from your nanopack inventory. This is something that confuses a lot of people too. I have a link container, which are actually my crates, and then I have my nanopack, which has a limited amount of storage until I increase the volume of storage I can put in here. You can increase the distance that you have. Hey, I just crafted another basic container. So as you can see, I've harvested all of this ore already from the surface, and my little mining unit is doing it too. I'm starting to build some basic parts here so I can get some basic containers so I can have some extra storage. Storage is big, especially when you get down to your auto mines. I'm going to be rolling fast and furious. Let's hit F2 and go into our talents. You want to get this going as soon as possible, as soon as you start the game. What I highly recommend is mining and inventory, mining unit manager. You want to load these up. This is probably going to be the most important aspect of the game, is getting ore, mining it, and selling it. From there, you can, purchase anything you need from the markets that are out there, player markets or NPC markets. But you're going to need ore. You're going to need to sell the ore. So start getting ore. If you want to get into factories and stuff, you're still going to need the ore to build your factories and get cash to get the blueprints. Blueprints now, let's hit the tab button. Boop. Blueprints schematics are here. This is how you craft items past anything that you can craft in your nanopack. So your nanopack actually has a little factory in it. Hit K, brings you to your nanopack. Show nano craftable only. So anything that you type in here, like pure, just type in the word pure. Now you can turn bauxite into pure aluminum, pure carbon, pure iron, pure silicon. Just increase the number that you want to make. This makes 135 liters of this, and you can see that's how much I have in my active container, and that's how much is required to make 3 units of aluminum. And you get this as a byproduct. Hydrogen gas and oxygen gas are byproducts of smelting. As you get into some of the higher tier ores, if you want to see all the things that you can build, unclick show nanocraftable only. You can actually show doable only with the materials that you have in your inventory. So let's say pure titanium. So when you make titanium, the byproducts are actually iron and oxygen. It's pretty neat. To get rid of those little help messages that pop up, just hit escape. Took me a few seconds to figure that one out. You can't click on it. You can't hit exit. It's a little stupid. Clear that out. Nanocraftable only. What am I making? I want to make one more container. Okay, so I'm making a container. The container is built of these parts here. To make these basic components, I need aluminum iron alloy, Alpha alloy product. To make Alpha product, just click on it, and it'll show you it needs iron and aluminum. So you make some pure iron and aluminum, and if you don't have any, just click on that icon. Add to queue. So now we're going to make some more of this. We actually have some, but now that the iron is going to be up in this queue, it's going to take 58 seconds to create 180 liters of this iron. Once that's complete, I will have, oops, where'd my pure aluminum go? Hopefully enough to make 2 units of this, which will be 150 liters of it. So we'll add that to the queue. So once this is done, it'll start making this, and then the basic container. So getting back to the schematics, from here, you're going to have to pay money to research some of the higher level items that you can't create in your nano pack. For instance, you can type in search, I want to make wood. Wood product, I guess now you cannot make in your nano pack. So to make wood product, you're going to have to select wood product. You get 50 of these per one of these, and that costs 9,000 space bucks, and it takes 30 minutes to complete. My iron is ready to go in my nano pack. It instantly uses up the materials that you selected, so they disappear, so you don't have to worry about overstacking, if that makes any sense. The base costs 9,000 space bucks. The time's 30 minutes, make 1. Here I'm already starting to make some. I've got 40 minutes left on this. I've got 4 batches of this. It's called Tier 1 Product Material Schematic Copy, which is the wood product. I will make 1 more of these just to demonstrate. So now it's in the queue. It's starting to do that. It'll take 30 minutes to make 1 batch of that. Now from this, we're going to have to put this into a factory machine, which we'll get into maybe in the next episode. But let's pull that up real quick. Okay, show all, and I'm gonna go wood. So the wood product, then you can turn into wood honeycomb. So to do wood product, first you're gonna need, you can craft it in a basic refiner, medium. You put these materials in your basic refiner. You get your schematic, you load that into this machine called the basic refiner, and then from there, you can start making honeycomb, which is your basic building block. These are, voxels or tiny little. So it's going to take 100 liters of wood product to make 10 cubic meters of this ugly colored beige brown pattern wood. And that you would need a basic honeycomb refinery M. That's something that you could buy or make. You can buy it from the market. Plop that down. You put your wood product schematic in there that we are researching. You put these schematics in there, and then you can start cranking out different varieties of honeycomb. All right, let's get down to the basics. Right now I have the surface harvesting tool highlighted. This is to gather minerals off the surface. If you don't see it in your hotbar, go ahead and grab it out of your nano pack and bring it down. You can bring down any of these. Oops, that can't be used there. Deploy element tool. That can't be used there. I'm not in build mode, so this is just mining mode. So we've got that tool. I press 1, 2, 3, 4. This is up on the numeric keys. There it's showing me to deploy ground element. No thanks. We'll get into that later. So now that I have this tool out, you can see to use your jetpack to speed up, double tap W and then hold it. You have to hold it down in order to jetpack around. Or you can hit Control Z and that just automatically locks you into zooming around super fast mode. And again, these are talents that you can train up so you can go even faster. I think it's a waste early game. There's no need for speed yet. You just want to be able to collect these rocks. I'm just saving up enough money so that I can buy a territory unit. Pending operation. Boy, this is not my PC. This is a server end error. Paying them a lot of money for this slow server. Great job, guys. So I've collected a little bit more ore. Let's go into the to complete our mission of buying a territory unit for any other planet except Haven. We're gonna have to go to the market. I hit the J button, it'll take me into the market. Here, buy, sell, I wanna hit the search, I wanna type in territory unit. It should autofill, you don't even have to spell it out. This is what you want, is a territory unit M. So these are player created. These are people that want to buy, they're called buy orders. This guy wants to buy one at 500,000. And this guy is selling one for 475,000. I could actually make money if I just bought this one and sold it to that guy real quick. I could make about 25 grand, I think. But right now we're looking for about $500,000 space bucks so that we could buy one of these territory units. There's one on Market Haven 6, so we're gonna have to fly to that market on this moon and go buy that thing, and then we'll take a shuttle over to Alioth. So, and then I'll show you how to purchase this thing there. So I'm going to keep on collecting this glowing rock ore. You can see that this is, if you hover over it, this is silicon rock, and you get 30 liters of it. If you train your talents for surface mining, nope, not F4, that'd be F2. There is dredger, miner, nope, not there, surface harvester, right here. Surface harvesting efficiency, you can, speed up the time, plus 5% surface ore output. I'm actually going to, I have 1,300 talent points available, but if you don't, you just hit Q talent. Oops. Okay, didn't want me to do that, apparently. Did it queue it? There it is. So 10 minutes. So after all these are done in the training queue, it'll start doing surface harvesting. And you can move the order around on these. If this one is not, so say I selected level 4 and improved surface mining, I'll have to complete surface harvesting 4 there and improved surface harvesting 3 there. So I'll at least need this 3, and I'll need 4 of that in order to even get to that. So we can't get there yet. So I'm doing some extracting efficiency. You can see about 7 days it's going to take to complete all this. This is percentage of ore extracted. I think that's what you should focus on. If you get a little bit frustrated harvesting these surface ores, I'm just going to pay for this, train it. Confirm. So now I'll pick up surface ores a little bit faster. It was only 600. Was it? Yeah. No, I didn't do that. Why isn't it going? Oh, minus time. Yeah, I'll train that too. I did surface optimization. So this will make it a little bit faster to extract surface ores. That was like nothing. So you want increased ore. So 5% every time I pick up surface ore. Yeah, I want that. Let's queue this talent. Hello. All right. So later on, actually, let's move this up. 50 minutes, not long to wait. So it'll help me pick up some ore faster. close this. So my talents, you always want to have talents loaded in this queue. Always, always, always. Don't let this thing run out because your accumulation rate will drop. We're getting a little bonus now for old school players, 180 talent points per minute. This is how many I have available, and this is the total accumulated over time. But right now, it's applying all of these to the next thing that I'm learning. So 73 minutes, I'll have extracting efficiency. All right. Let's keep harvesting some more of these glowing rocks. These are things that you can't pick up. Only the glowing rocks you can pick up. From what I'm reading in chats, these ores will regenerate over time on the surface. There's no need to harvest down into the planet anymore. There's no ore down there. Ore chunks are only found in the centers of asteroids, and that is the only time that you'll need the mining unit or the mining range. And then this is a whole nother rabbit hole you can go down of mining optimizations. This is what you need your scanner for and your detector. This is all useless unless you're on an asteroid, so just avoid it for early game because you're not going to see an asteroid for a while. There's quite a few steps involved before you can even detect an asteroid and then even go out and get it. Like, all we have is an atmospheric ship. And this glowing rock ore can only be harvested on your little tile on Haven. You can't go over to this unclaimed blue tile over here and collect his ore. There's nobody there anyways, but I'll just show you. I'll go through the border. That's this glowy thing here. I'm at the edge of my tile. You can see up here on this little map, I'm right on the edge of my green, so I'm headed into an unclaimed tile. Let's see if we can grab some of this surface ore. You cannot use this tool on an unclaimed territory of a sanctuary moon. Okie dokie, thanks. I mean, if it regenerates, there's no harm in scooping that up, but I guess if somebody were to pick that tile, they'd have no ore there. All right, let's keep mining. Just real quick, as you can see, I'm already picking up 31.5 liters of ore every time I collect now. Even though it says that's 20 liters, I got 21 liters. That's for a talent boost. It says there's 30 liters of this calcium rock here. I will get 21 liters, right? Right. What is this rock right here? This is iron. It says 30 liters. I got 31.5. Just to let you know that talents will affect this, but this, hopefully, the surface mining thing, you'll only have to do it for maybe a day to get enough money to get off of this place. Okay, my linked container is full. It says I do not have enough storage to perform this operation. If you look at my nano pack, I've got some more room in here. The space is shown here as volume. It also has weight, but this is full. Not due to volume, it doesn't matter. It's 23 tons, but the volume is full. I've got all this ore in here. You can right-click any blank space and hit stack all, and it'll stack anything, like if you split this stuff up. If you hold shift and drag, you can split piles. That's holding shift and then drag it. What does right click do? No, nothing. You can stack, delete, move. You can reorder. You can put filters on this. You can filter just for elements, which are furniture and ship parts, data items such as blueprints, schematic cores. You get the idea. Parts, tools, whatever. You can sort your inventory with that. Let's go back over to the dojo and throw down some of this storage. I think we might need it to save up enough cash to get off this rock. All right, so we're back at the main base here. We're just going to check our little tiny mining unit. It's cute. Still 100% optimization, 100% calibration. I have 8 charges and I can hold 35 charges. We'll see about this later. You want to keep the efficiency as high as you can on these, and it starts to decline over days. You get adjacency bonuses for if you own a ring of tiles around this. Let's start selling. Actually, let's start stacking. All right, so in my inventory, in the containers, I have containers. I'm going to hit build mode. Just look at your structure and hit the B. It'll It'll take me into build mode. Now I'm free floating. I can fly around inside my little build cube. This is a static core. I can build anywhere inside this grid. I can move elements around. I didn't set up my hotbar real good yet. Let's see if I can do that now. Move elements. Do I have this down here? I'm going to put that there instead of that tool. So now, if I hit that move elements number 5, I can move this thing around. Use control scroll. Yeah. 5. It is actually 4. What is happening? There we go. So now I can move this. I'm using the arrow keys to move it around. You can hold control and the arrow key, and it'll move it by 5, or just hit that by 1. Page up, page down. You could lower this element. Oh, let's put it down a little bit. Hit enter, and now that element is in place. All right, we're in build mode. Let's go add some more containers. Let's stack them right on top of this little guy here. I'm going to hit my inventory. God, these hints. I want to deploy an element. So I'm in build mode. I think it's a 1. Yes, there we go. So, yes, hints, thank you. So now I can deploy elements. Here they gave me a little starting spaceship hologram there, whatever. So if you look over on the right, my quick access bar, it's got that little hologram there. We're going to add our container elements to that hotbar. So you hit I for inventory, go to my link container where my containers are, grab them, drag them over to your quick access slot, close this out, and now I can scroll up, and now I can place a container. I'm just free mouse looking. I want to place it right on top of that. Look at that. It's lined up already. There's 1. There's 2. So now we need to link. I want all of these containers to act as one big container. To do that, we're going to need the link tool, which on my hotkey is 6. It's a little chain link thing there. This here is called a container hub. You can see if you hold control, you can keep these things highlighted. This shows all the links from these containers go to this hub. And what you want to do is link yourself to a hub. So to do that, you right-click on the hub, not in build mode, and you say set as link container. This is now, if you hold, if you hit I, you'll see that this little chain is not highlighted. This is the link container. We got to highlight that. Now I can work from the linked hub. So now I have access to all this. I already did, but whenever that chain is off, you'll only be working from your nano pack. You want the chain on, so now I have access to all of these containers. I think that's self-explanatory-ish. Let's go back into build mode. Can't. Why not? Oof. Big lag. All right. I've got the link tool. I want to link these new containers to this hub. You can only link 10. So I just put 2 more on there. You can see that everything now is just linked up. So all I did was left mouse click from the container to the hub. I think you could do either way. I think you can click from the hub to the container. I don't think it matters. So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got 7 containers linked to the hub. This doesn't count as a linked container, so we can add 3 more containers to this hub. So did that give us more container room? It did. So now we have 82%. So we can fit, another 18 more kiloliters. Yeah, 18 more kiloliters worth of crap in here. But it looks like I've built enough parts to make another container. Let's make 3 more containers real quick. Let's get out of this. Hit B again to get out of build mode. Hit K. I'm still linked to this container. Over here in the search panel, I'm building now in my nano crafter, which is my backpack. I want to type in container. just a basic container. This is ammo containers. You don't want to mess around with any of this stuff. These are stuff for later on. So to make another container, I'm going to need more basic hydraulics. I have the components, I have the frames. We just need hydraulics. We have the pipe and we have the steel. So how many did we need? Click back on that. We need 5. So we're going to click this. Nope, not that. Click this. We need 5 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got plenty of material for that. So we can make 5 more of those. We'll add that to the queue. Oh, this one's having a problem. It is missing aluminum. So we don't need that right now anyways. So we'll just scoot that underneath. Now it'll start building those hydraulics. Actually, let's just clear that all together. And then we can make one more basic container. Even though this doesn't show up as we have it yet, we will have it in a second. So let's hit make one, add to queue. Boop. So there. It's saying that it's missing these hydraulics, but in 3 minutes, these hydraulics will be done. Then it'll start crafting them. All right. So we got one more container on the way. I'm going to keep harvesting and fill these containers and keep going. Then we'll head to the market and make a sale. All right, I just want to show you guys a couple of things. First thing is I am linked to this big container stack that I have over there. There is a range on that link. So if I start flying away from my base, I will hit the maximum range, and then I will be stuck with just my backpack, which is called the nano pack. And then I can only store items in my nano pack. I won't be linked to that hub anymore, that big container hub. So I'll have very limited storage if you get too far away. You can train this as a talent to increase the range. See, I just went out of range. Your nano pack is now your active container. Your link container is out of range. Here you can see it's all gone. It's just my nano pack. What do I got? Some Art Deco crap in there. Wow, this is for playing for 2.5 years. I got a circinus, some kind of element, decorative pieces. Whoop-de-doo. And they gave me 5 core unit schematics, which I'll have to build if I want to build 5 core units. There's medium core units. These are the static buildings. And the large. Wow, they gave me 5 large. That's actually pretty good. These are all my core blueprints from before the wipe, and I've got hundreds and hundreds of them. So eventually I can make a blueprint off of one of these, and then I could build. Just right click, create blueprints. How many do you want? 1, it'll cost you money. And then from that blueprint, it'll show you what materials you need to build that ship. Wow, this one is quite complicated, whatever it is. Oh, this is the Bun Library. That's one of mine. And you need a dynamic core unit. Whatever. Actually, let's get back into there. I'm going to show you how to deploy. That little speeder is now compacted, and it's in my nano pack. So let's deploy this. Number 4. I'll need to go into my inventory. Now, make sure that you're unlinked. I think this guy can go in a container, but you always want him in your backpack. Drag him over to your quick access. Nope, I'm not in the right tool. We want deploy, not deploy voxel, deploy construct tool. Oh, I already have him down there. So let's go to that. You can use a blueprint, or this is how you deploy a blueprint, or this is how you deploy your compacted pocket ship. So I just dragged him over there. Don't worry, he's not going anywhere. He's still in my inventory. And now you'll see this blue box. If I'm on a territory where I can deploy him, now you could rotate this from what I understand. I'm holding R and spinning it with my scroll mouse wheel. You could deploy your pocket ship. Words. DRM is disabled. It's because I didn't build it. I'm going to deploy. Boop. There it is. It should still have the gas and everything in it. Now, you can't put any space elements. It's got to be an extra small core. Let's find the core. There it is, hiding right there. Extra small dynamic core. Now, I'm going to go into build mode. Just to show you how to make a core blueprint from which you crank out more blueprints. Go to construct, Create core blueprint. Boop. I just made a copy of this. Schematics creation. Oh, good. My other schematics are done. So I just created, let's go to inventory. I just created a core blueprint of this crappy ship. It's right there. That's a core blueprint. Now, from this core blueprint, you can create blueprints in which you build from. But this is your template. This is your master key template for building. All right. Exit build mode. Hold F. See if we can actually fly this thing. Point your cursor at the cockpit, right mouse button. Let's get a little altitude. I'm holding Alt and spacebar so that my hover engines, fly by mouse. It's terrible, just terrible. Scroll mouse wheel, hit the brakes is control. Hold the C button down will put you back down, or else you'll just keep hovering. So just mash the C, and then keep your finger on the C button and press F. Get you out of the chair. My ship is landed. I don't know what this thing is, but let's go make a copy of it. It must have a core somewhere. Yeah, it's got some parts. We could steal or leave. That's a really nice access hatch to Nowheresville. That's just the chair. That's the emergency controller. You'll learn about all these things later. There's a little light in here. Huh. Let's tear up the top. It's probably up in here somewhere. Or not. Where the core is on this. We're not seeing it. Let's... Oh, God, I damaged my little foot. Oh, that's terrible. All right, let's take the top off this thing. I'm going to go to, should be voxel, number 2. Honeycomb. I don't have any honeycomb, but I can still, God, these things. Grab some of this. Select voxel tool. All right, let me find that hotkey real quick. Well, let me keep you guys here so I can show you. Select voxel tool. Is it in here already? It is. All right, so it's number 7. We're going to go to 7. You got to make a little box grid around this so I can select voxels up to there. Now you can see this yellow. I'm selecting all those voxels. I'll drag it out a little bit more, and I'll click one over here. And then I'm just going to hit the backspace button. This should delete these voxels. And it doesn't. Delete to erase. Oh, so when that thing is up, when the help key is up, you can't perform the function. I'm going to hit delete again. I took another chunk away. I'll make a bigger box. I'm not seeing the core in here. I'll take a bigger chunk out of this thing. Delete. All right, the core is not up top. This thing might not have a core. So right now, I just deleted all those voxels, but I can put them back by just hitting the backspace button, which is the undo. Boop, boop, boop. There are no more actions to undo, so I just put everything back. Let's see if it is down under here. This thing is very... Oh, that's got to be the core right there. Oh, cool. Dynamic core. All right, so... Oh, wow. I can unlock all that. I didn't even do anything. Construct, create core blueprint. There, I just made a core blueprint of this Novaquark lander. Whoop-de-doo. You can make as many of these as you want. Construct. Actually, you know what? I don't think you need to find the core anymore to make a core blueprint. You don't need to. Did all that for nothing. Well, you learned a thing or two there. I'm going to make 3 core blueprints off of this. They're free. And then we can destroy this thing because I don't know what the hell to do with it. Let's, can we even fly this thing? We can. It's got no engines. I'm in the seat. If I hit tab, I can go up to the build helper up here, and it'll tell me everything about this ship. Its mass, how much honeycomb. The elements are these brakes and lights. Honeycomb is those boxes that we build. There you can see it. Oh, it's got some nice stuff in there. Some silver honeycomb, some luminescent honeycomb. I guess that's luminescent glass now. It's just called luminescent honeycomb. I think it could make it in colors now, if I understand that right. So it's got, oh, there's a container in here. Good to know. So we can steal that container, add it to our stack of containers. It's got stabilizers, air brakes, wingtips. Yeah, it's got no engines. So there are no engines. There's no thrust. There's brakes. That's it. All this thing was a lander. So there's zero lift because there's no engines. All right, let's strip this ugly thing. All right, I'm going to get out of the chair by holding and pressing F. Now I'm out of the chair. This actually has quite a few parts. You could build a little ship with this. Why didn't anybody else think of that? I don't know. All right, let's go to build mode. Let's see how much space we have. We're back to our link container. Looks like we got a little bit of room. Let's, I want to drag these to my nano pack. They don't take up any space, and if you die, core blueprints don't go away. So keep them in your nano pack. Let's put the Cilium in there. I might have room to break this ship down and put it in there. Or we could build a new ship out of this. All right, let's do that. Boop. All right, I hit B while pointing my cursor somewhere on the item. I'm going to select the honeycomb and get rid of that first. So I have 7 selected. You can see that tool down there in the bottom. I'm just going to pick any spots on this. I'm going to make a really wide, I'm just selecting really wide area, as big as the build or selection tool will allow me. And there is a limit on that. Let's grab underneath, make sure we're down low. Yep, did I got all that? Yep. Got all this? Yep. Get up real high. Get over here. Did I get over there? This yellow could be tough to see sometimes. There's a tree in the way. Drag that over there. Drag that over there. Come on, grab that. Did I get this side? Nope. Just grab that. So now this is selecting all the honeycomb voxels from down here to all the way this big yellow cube to all the way up to the top. So now I'll just hit delete and we'll see all the elements on this, and all the honeycomb should go into my container. Delete. There they are. So most of the comb is gone. I'm sure there's a few little remnants lying around, and we have to clean them all up if we want to take this core with us, which we do. Oh, was there actually anything in here? Huh. These are little tips that I don't think anybody has talked about, that you could check this storage. What is that glass panel in my way? Where's my selection tool? Element select is the number 1 button. I'm going to get rid of this glass right here and all this other elements by holding the Alt button, and I'm on the deploy element tool. Now hold down Alt. You'll see that this is highlighted yellow, and then left mouse click. Slurp. I just put that into my inventory. Let's do it again. Slurp, pending operation. So these are decorative elements, these steel columns. Slurp, slurp, slurp. Take these brakes. There's a light there. Take all these columns off. Now you don't have to worry because we already made a core blueprint of this thing. We could actually, oh, there's stuff in the container. Oh, it's damaged. I'm not going to make any scrap just yet. Oop, steel product schematic is done. Nice. I can't wait to see what is in that container. So if you remove the pilot chair, it's going to say that it's connected to some kind of, it's connected to this emergency control unit element. You can just get rid of the RDM rights. Remove dynamic properties, all that wonderful stuff. I think your lights go back to white after you remove them. Oh boy, we're full. All right, let's see what's in this container. We can come back to this and break the rest of it down in a momento, but let's see what they gave us in here. Why did everything come back? Let me in. It's a little hidden container. It's got some iron scrap in it. How cute. We'll put that in our nano pack. So we do have room in our nano pack. So what we'll do is, boop, I unlinked my container, and now I'm using my nano pack. Let's see how much stuff we can free up. Go back into build mode. Let's finish breaking this thing down. So I just destroyed that landing gear that was broken. I didn't know that we had scrap. Could have grabbed that. Scrap. I'll show you in a little bit. You have to use the repair tool. Make sure you have scrap in your inventory. Click on the repair tool in your on your hotbar, and then you just left click away. Repair your ship. This is all just garbage. I mean, they're just decorative pieces. These don't have any functions. The brakes did. Just grab that light. Let's take a closer look. Little force fields there. Very cute, very cute. Grab that. You got to be right on it. I'm using the WASDC key for up, for down, and spacebar for up while you're in build mode. Write this down, people. A little light there. It's kind of tough. We've been asking for years, you know, to have a remove all elements and remove all voxels from the core, from the dynamic core, but they didn't do it. So you got to make sure that you get all this stuff manually. And to know when you're done, you will have to. You can't grab this guy. He's not an element. He's a core. So I'm going to get back down on the ground. I can't mouse wheel through that. This is the deploy ground element. What the hell? The ship came back. That's an interesting bug. Glad that was on video. Real nice, guys. Real nice. Majority of the elements seem to be gone, but all the voxels came back. Very weird. Very, very weird. Pain in the ass. So now I can't grab this core because all these things have to go away. Let's do this one more time. No, it's gone. Oh, that's funny. Wow. Yeah, that's interesting. Great job, Novaquark. So I can't grab this while in build mode. Or can I? No. Yes. No, I can't. Because you can't use that tool in build mode. Oh my god. This is a pain in the arse. So maybe they did this so that you can't grab this stupid thing. But it looks like some of the elements are even back. Oh, that's just steel. Let's see if we can grab it. I'm going to hold Alt. No, there's no way it's going to let me take it with all this honeycomb still on it. Yep, target construct is not empty. Yeah, because look at all this honeycomb. We'll try it one more time. I'll try to take down this. Well, I really can't. Oh, man. I hate not having my scroll set. There might be some comb around the core. You know what we could do is a voxel selection tool, which is deploy voxel tool, is that one right there, number 2. And then I'm going to hold control and scroll my mouse wheel up as high as I can go. See, it's made this giant, the shape that I'm choosing is a square. You could follow the help key there. I'm going to hold Alt, it'll turn everything yellow, and then that should scoop up any, delete any honeycomb that is in that yellow area. Let's try that. I'm down. Am I not in build mode? Yeah, I'm out of build mode. Oh, excellent. All right, whatever I did worked. We're going to hit Alt. I'm not in build mode. I have the deploy ground element hot tool icon selected, holding the Alt button and pressing the left mouse. Boop. I got it. All right, so I just took that ship apart. Good to know. Good to know how to do that. That was pretty glitchy. Glitchy AF. So now that dynamic core, the little tiny cutie, is in my nano pack. So you can build a ship with this guy. You just deploy this dynamic core unit, and then you slap all these elements back on there, and you make a ship. Fortunately, we do not have engines. All right, let's go back. Where is our ship? It's right over here. If you want to find where you parked your ships, go to F4 or M. Go to Constructs, Dynamic Core. This is my ship right there. It's 35 meters away from me. Set as destination. It'll highlight in green. And then you see the little green box there? It'll lead me right to my ship. Piece of crap. Insert for different camera angles. Wonderful. Make sure you hit the brakes. This is how you damage ships, by hitting stuff at speed, holding C, pressing F, getting out of the ship. Boop. All right, let's get ready to start packing up. We're going to make our first run to the market. I want to put down one more container first. All right, I'm seeing lots of questions pop up in the general chat about containers and container links. To mess around with your container links, you have to go into build mode. So simply look at your structure on any core, dynamic or static core, hit B. Boop. Oh, my chunk complexity is 84%. That doesn't mean nothing. Hit the link tool, which is, for me, it's 6, and then it'll show you what each container is linked to. If you hover over it, now if you want to see all the links, you press Control and hold it down. It's showing everything that's linked to this container hub. And the container hub, excuse me, is just for containers. It won't work for fuel tanks. There is no fuel tank hub, for those that were asking. So to show all, you can right-click this and toggle element links highlight. If you hit that button, everything will stay up. Now all these links, I don't have to hold control anymore. Now, to remove a link, you hover over the link you want, press the Alt button, and then press left mouse click. I'm linked to the container, so I have to unlink from my container. Boop. Did just hit the unlink button. Nope. Now I'm unlinked. What is going on? Hit Alt. Oh my god. Operation invalid unlink container. Alright. Let's turn this off. And now everything's gone. So say I just want to delete that one. I'm going to hit Control to hold everything open. And I'm pressing Alt, and now it's highlighted red. Oh my god. Alright. I'm not linked. I'm not in the container. I'm in my nano pack. Let's go again. Build mode. Pressing Control and holding it. Hovering over the one I want to remove with Alt. Oh, I think I know what's going on. If I remove that link, some of the stuff won't fit because it's probably an extra small container. They're all sharing the same space now. So I think there's just too much crap in there. But this should normally work. There's just not enough space. You'd have to remove the contents from this, and I just don't have enough room to move it to anywhere else because they're all sharing. It's probably a volume thing. All right. Well, it almost worked, but it would work. Let's do something fun. Let's take those ship parts that we got and turn this hover crap into a flyable ship. So we're going to need some wings. Number one, in order to get out of, I was having trouble with it the other day. You could run auto config if it's not working properly. You want to turn it into a flying construct. Number two, go into build mode. I don't think you have to be in build mode for this. Advanced. What am I looking for here? I want to turn this into a hover flying construct, not a hover construct. Let's see if I can find that. Oh, I'm sorry. The control scheme. I had it mouse and keyboard. You just want I want it keyboard was the old school way that I used to fly it. So I won't be having so much trouble. If you like mouse joystick, that's cool, or virtual joystick, whatever your preference is. Advanced. So I want to turn this into a flying ship, not a hover ship. We don't have any custom auto configures. All right, let me try to figure this out. All right, I'm not sure what I was looking for there. But what we're going to do is we're going to build some wings. We need some more space first. Oh my goodness, already filled up. Space is going to be a problem at the start. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to go into my nano crafter, hitting K. I'm going to type in wings. We can actually make wingtips are not functional. These are decorative elements. Do not create these. You want transportation elements, airfoil, wings. Wings extra small and small. We're going to see if we can make a small one. We need some basic screws, so we need some steel. I'm linked to my nano pack, so let's relink to this hub container. Right click, reset link container, set as link container. I was already linked to it. Silly me. Hit I for my inventory. Now let's link back up. Hitting this little chain thing there. Now I have access to all this. Don't yell at me. I'm actually going to delete this stuff. This is just decorative items. Delete. Just taking up inventory space. We don't need a nightstand. Delete. Actually, I could have put that in. Oh my goodness. Is somebody visiting me? Do you guys hear that? Here. I don't see anybody. Oh, it must be the mining unit. Let's go into the building and we'll just add these decorative items there. First of all, let's turn that on. I'm hitting B, linked, going to I. Let's put these cables down. So we want to place an element, so that's number 1. Inventory I, decorative cables, move that over to there. What is this, a barrier? We'll move that into there. Some glass panels and a hatch for no reason. Move that into there, whatever. These steel columns, we'll move them into there too. So now I have all these tools over there that I could use. I use my mouse scroll wheel and I can scroll between them. Let's go to the roof. Did I go up? Oh, I can't use the elevator when I'm in build mode. Silly me. We could just fly up there. So now I'm on the roof. Just to make sure nobody falls off the roof. To rotate this element, I'm holding the R key and I'm scrolling the mouse wheel. We'll place it there and place it in there. Oh my goodness, how many do we have? One more, last one. And there's an unnecessary hatch for no reason. Let us put it right there. I'm just placing these items because I don't want them anymore. Oh wow, we had 2 hatches. That's really nice. Line that up like that, and some steel columns for some no reason. Let's slap them right up here. Whatever. I don't even think we're going to tear this dojo down. We'll start from scratch. Yeah, that's nice. Oh wow, there's 13 steel columns. Oh my goodness. Where can we put the rest of these? I'm just going to rotate it like so. Sure. One there. One there. One there. Do I want them on the edges of my dojo? Probably not. Maybe they'll look nice here. Sure. Put one there. Yeah, just adding a little decorative elements. I'm seeing people. And we'll mirror that to the other side. You could, precision move these with the arrow keys. I'm just eyeballing it. Wow, is there lag? Wow. I pressed that button quite a while ago. You can see that they still have some issues with this game. even in full release. 2 steel columns left to use up. Let's just put them here. Just making our dojo look a little bit different than everybody else's, and trying to free up some space in my inventory without deleting items. Sure, that may not be lined up, but whatever. Nice. All right, what else we got? These stupid little things. Rotate. If you just hit R, it'll rotate around the plane. And then R and scroll, and you rotate on that same plane. There we go. Little horseshoe cable action there. We'll get rid of this stupid thing. We'll put him on the table. Oh, there's already a hologram on the table. Let's put him in the bedroom. No. Let's put him behind the chair. No. Put him on the roof. Sure. Let's go do that. We'll put it right. I like that wood. It won't let me place this. Oh, it's not available in my active container. What the hell is it? That didn't give us much room at all. Still got some more columns. Boy, Novaquark loves their columns. They got some square lights here. Move up there. Force fields. Oh, I have those containers. Okay. Will they fit in there? Just one will fit in there. That's fine. Let's go add that for some more storage space. These extra small containers really don't add much storage space at all. So I think we could add 3 more to this hub. And then you don't even need a hub. You could just have independent. So now that one's moved, I can move the other one because I should have space. Yeah. So that one's in now too. Let's put one more. Just stacking these up. Now let's link these up. 6 tool. I clicked on the container. Now click to the hub. Click on container. Click on blank space in the hub. Now we should have more room. Let's check it out. Yeah, a little bit more. Great. Move this crap over here. Just keep it all stored in the same spot. To move multiple stuff. Oh, see, this has got dynamic properties on it. It's got that white bar underneath it. Just right-click on it, remove dynamic properties. So now it took away, like, maybe this was a hover seat controller. Now it's not anymore. To get, oh boy, come on, words. To get multiple items to go, click one, hold shift, and then click another, and then you can move the entire group over there. This little dynamic core, let's move them in there too. The scrap will keep with us. These Art Deco things, I don't know. See, it's showing as volume, so these have volume behind them. Oh, so does this nitro and fuel. All right, good. Everything's in the containers, and we still have a little bit more space. Great. Let's see if we can make some wings now. I'm going to go to K. Wing small. We need to make some steel product. I can only make 1. That's fine. Give me 75. So I think, oh yeah, we were just short on iron. So let me just make a couple more iron. Make 6 of those. So we're making steel for the basic screws, the basic hydraulics. Can we make 5? Can. We're going to need 2 wings though, so we're going to make 10. So what do we need? More pipes. More simulin. Let's make 100 of that. We don't have enough. What else? Basic mobile panel. Once we get those screws, that makes 60 screws. Nice. On a basic standard frame, small, Slimulin. I'm gonna need 2 of those. Add that to the queue. All right, so we should have some wings popping up here in a few minutes once we get these materials going. Let's check our stash. We got all this honeycomb here. Oh, luminescent glass. All right, let's go start doctoring up the ship. We can remove some decorative elements and add some new ones. All right, I'm over by the ship. Let's modify this thing. Looking at it anywhere on the solid surface of it, press B. Boop. Oh, there's a light on the front. Let's turn that on. There's a light on this front. Turn that on with F. It's got some extra rails on here. I don't want these. This is just extra weight. So I'm on the element select tool. I'm holding the Alt button, and I'm clicking with my mouse, and I'm pulling these elements right off. If I want to redo them, I'll just hit backspace, and they'll go right back on. There, see, they're all back on now. Let's get them off again. So if you screw up something, you could just undo it. Wow, this lag. It's not me or my PC. Excellent. Wow, come on. Jesus. All right, those are gone. All right, let's talk about parts of the ship without this thing in the way. It's kind of hard. Let's go to 5. These are stabilizers. They stop your ship from going left to right, keeping it straight. These are engines. These give your vehicle thrust. On this particular, these are atmospheric engines, so these will not work in the space. These are hover engines. These lift you up off the ground. Pretty straightforward. Adjusters are for when you want to maneuver your ship. Left, right, up, down, yaw, pitch, roll, all those things. You can see if you're building a ship, you got to go up to the build helper. I just hit the tab button, so it locks my cursor out. You can go to the construct information. Alphelia made this ship. Remarks list, insufficient low altitude lift. That's right, we're going to put some wings on this thing. Honeycomb mass, the fuel capacity. This is the type of honeycomb in there. These are all the elements. Elements are player built or solid items that are not honeycomb. So the atmospheric thrust, it'll tell you that's in kilonewtons of force. I think to break this planet, we need a lot more than that. I'll get you those numbers. Cross section, you want to keep your vertical cross section low because you will get atmospheric drag when you come into the atmosphere and just flying in the atmosphere. It'll limit your speed. So if you have a big block, your frontal cross section will be a nightmare. It'll just produce drag. We have no airfoils. We have 0 newtons of atmospheric engines, sustentation speed. All right, we're gonna have to look into all this. So we don't have any flight, space flight characteristics. That's why that's red. There's no thrust. The max speed is that for space, which is bizarre. This will tell you the inertia matrix is the yaw, pitch, and roll. You want these to try to, there's an online tutorial for this stuff. You want these to try to be even so that your ship rolls very smoothly. Atmospheric element report. Atmospheric engines, we have 3 total extra small. Look at these little things. It's showing that none of them are blocked. You can't put voxels or honeycomb or elements behind these items or they will get blocked and they won't work efficiently. There's the fuel container list, the air brakes. You're gonna need brakes. Everything needs brakes. So make sure you have atmospheric air brakes. And, you know, I won't get into the technical details, but building a ship gets very, very technical. You start off with 0 talents, and you can actually train flight talents to make your ship more powerful. You have more control. Plus, where you place the elements is pretty important. Let's check how our nanocraft is doing. We're almost there. About 20 minutes, we'll get all the parts we need. Get this thing up. I think what we're going to do is put the wings right on the edges here, clearly. And then we should get some atmospheric lift. Let's take this thing for a flight now that I have my keyboard operated. So we're up. I'm just using WAS and D key now. There's the little controller. To get more atmospheric height, I'm pressing Alt and Spacebar, and that's the max height right now for the talents that I have trained for this hovercraft. Wow, it's pretty up there. With this hovercraft, though, what's our height? We're 126 meters. So I've let go of the Alt and Spacebar, and that's the height that we're staying at. That's not bad. So now I'm going to scroll the mouse wheel. I'm going to hit Shift, hold Shift, and scroll to zoom out a little bit. And you can see that we can't get any more lift in this. This is a hover ship. It's not going to hit the atmosphere. Going to turn pretty slowly when you don't have any talents. You can see to make this turn is going to be those 2 fins on the back that are helping me so I don't skid. See how the ass end is kind of skidding out? And our max speed is about 180 kilometers an hour. That's not going to cut it. If we're going to make market runs, we're going to need to put more speed and some height on this thing. So you can see a full stop. You hit control for brakes, very important. And then to land, you hold C to put you down. Do it in little bursts because you don't want to smash it to the ground. I'm on the ground. I'm going to hit F. Let's get out of this thing. Oh, wow. I moved my first kilometer. Here's a retro engine in the back, and we're actually going to pull that thing off. Let's go to... Nope. Let's not do that. Let's go to move this ship. To move this ship around, we're going to need a different tool. We're going to need the... None of these. Where the hell is it? Is it already on here? There's repair, flatten, deploy, blueprint, construct, maneuver tool. That's the one. Oh, I'm so silly. All right, let's go to 5. Now, with this ship, you can grab it, and I can pick it up. And I'll plop it right there. It's giving you some help. You can use scroll to push and pull it. You push it away from you, pull it closer to you. Pitch yaw roll, so on and so forth. Let's get this damn reverse engine off of this thing. I could never understand this. So it's sticking out right here. If you press H, you can see that it is the engine. I'm going to hit my element tool, which is 1, holding Alt, looking at the element. Boop, I pull it off. Now it's in my inventory. Let's go over here. I need to put that engine into the hotbar here. I'll just replace those hatches because I don't have them anymore anyways. And let's slap this puppy on the back. Maybe we can dig it in right there. Yeah, that's just all comb. Let's get him standing upright. So in this orientation, I'm holding R and I'm scrolling the mouse wheel. There you go. So now it is pretty straight. Now to tuck it in, I'm going to hit page up. Oh, nope, page down. And it's hitting another element in there. That's fine. We'll leave it like that, or put it up top. Oh, it's hitting the gas tank. Let's put it on top of this thing. All right, let's go up, 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 up. It can go through honeycomb, but it can't go through other elements. And you can't block this little orange ring. That's its functionality. So, nice. There you go. We put a third engine on the back of this thing for free. Because, oh, what do we got? We got to link this to the gas tank now. Pretty easy. My link tool is 6. So now I'm hovering over this. It's flashing because it's not linked to anything. And you just have to link it to the fuel tank. Every fuel tank, small, medium, large, extra small, can only attach to 10 engines. You can only attach 10 engines to a fuel tank. That's it. It looks like there's... Oh, yeah, it's going to the hover. So the hover engines need gasoline, and the engines need gasoline. The little adjuster guys here don't require any power or fuel. They work for free. Coolsies. All right, we got a little extra power out of this thing. I saw that we had some more brakes in here. Let's use them by all means. You never have enough brakes. They do add weight, but let's see where we can put these. So we got a pair of them. Maybe we'll slap them underneath. Yeah, it looks like a lot of room under here. All right, let's go to element select and let's grab our brakes. We don't need retro rocket brakes. Those are for outer space. I don't like landing gear. You don't really need it. We have a couple extra small stabs. Let's grab those two. Boop. I'll put them in the toolbar. Get these M brakes over here. Replace those there. What else? Emergency control unit. I'm not going to use it. Telemeter. Not going to use it. That's for opening and closing force field. It's complicated. We won't get into that. Oh, 7 extra small stabs. 7 of those? You can only have 1 seat. If you wanted a passenger to come with you, you'd have to build a chair, which is a furniture item, so you don't have two seats. Look at these cute little extra smalls. Let us slap them. They do act as kind of wings as well. So let's move. No, let's put our brakes down first, because these things are pretty large. Got some nice medium brakes on that bad boy. Yuck. I mean, it's not terrible. I'll add a little stepping place there. It's not bad. You can play with this all day to try to get your alignment perfect. There's ways to do it. You can use your XYZ coordinates there. I'm just going to eyeball this thing. It's kind of midway up that chair there. Let's see if we can do that. Interesting. Do that. It needs an attachment point somewhere on that comb. You can attach it to another element, but you can see it just travels along the surface planes. Wow, I got that real close to the seat. That was close. I'm waiting for it. Now it's blue. I'm gonna, oops, not blue anymore. I'm gonna use the arrow keys to help guide it in, maybe. Up, down. That's clearly too low. Go back up. Huh, it's hitting something. So, I don't like this position. I'm just gonna hit the one key again, and then hit one again, and I can replace it. I don't know how I did that. Let's just, oh. Nope, yep, nope, yep. Alright, that's fine. You want balance when building a ship. The weight matters, and if you can actually see on the core, if I get off of this tool, oh boy, I got that way too big. This is my voxel honeycomb tool. You can see right here where the cursor is, there's these 4 lines. That's the weight distribution of your ship. That's the center of mass, center of gravity. If that thing was off to this side, those up and down arrows, all the weight would be right there. And when you add a hub for containers, the hub holds the weight of the containers. So you can have a container in that corner and a container in that corner, but as long as your hub is somewhere centered here, all the weight will be there. It's kind of nice dynamic. Let's add some comb to this thing. The front end looks a little bizarre now. We could fill in these gaps with some of that beautiful. What do we got? Luminescent glass. Boop. I'll drag that over. I'm using my honeycomb tool. This is pretty blocky. You can change the shape by hitting E. You can see there's a cylinder, corner, cone, or just a square. Let's just jam some squares in here. I'll find this surface in there, and now I'm holding down the left mouse button, boop, and I just put some comb in there. Beautiful. Not really. Let's get that alignment. Do the same thing on the other side. Did I start there? I guess so. There we go. We got some luminescent white glass in there. Give it a little pop. Not bad. Whatever. It's not blocking anything. It's not blocking any. That did add a little bit of weight. We could put some glossy silver in there. You go nuts. Just drag whatever you want over there. So again, I'm using the deploy voxel tool, which for me is number 2. You can put them anywhere you want on your hotkey. You know what we need? We need space for some wings. So let's make a nice smooth block here with this red. That'll be the attachment point for the wings. There's lots of voxel tools like this thing is. And you see how it attached right to the plane of the other ones. If I hit backspace, I can deploy these without altering the plane of the existing voxels that are there for the wing. So what I'll do is I'll drag what I want, and then I'm holding shift, and now I'm hitting it, and you can see it's clipped into that plane even worse than before. Let's backspace that again. Oh, there was some voxels there already. I don't mind it. I like that it's blending in. I'm up a little too high. Get that down low. There we go. Some nice attachment points for some wings. You know what? We'll make 2 more. Put them right here. Just drag this. Oh, I don't have enough material. Please go away, hints. Due to the silver. That's fine. So I'm using glossy silver. That's a tier 3 material right there. Thanks, Novaquark. There we go. Flatten that out. There we go. Making this thing our own. It's got lots of brakes on it now, boy. So stuff was building. Let's see if we managed to craft that. No, we still need some basic screws and 2 more minutes for these basic frames to complete. And then we can start hopefully making 2 wings. I hope I made enough. 60 screws. Oh yeah, we got plenty. Only need 6. 5 hydraulics. How many did we make? Let's go back to our inventory. We need 10 hydraulics. Why aren't they here? Are they in my nano pack? Oof. Got a few core blueprints in there. My goodness. It's all of our space bases. Fishy Joe's Poplar Shack. Build that again. It's not in there. I thought we built... Oh, were we trying to make hydraulics and we just haven't built them yet? That could be. This is the stuff we're going to go sell at the market. Hit the K button. I don't have any screws. Yeah. We didn't make any of these hydraulics yet. So because of this, all right, let's make 10. Whew, just enough steel product left. So these basic screws have already started crafting, so they've already used up the steel. So this is the steel that I do have available. That's not gone because these screws are still crafting. It automatically uses them up as soon as it starts the crafting process. We'll just double check and make sure that we have the materials that we need. Yeah, we do. Yep, we're all good there. All right, just a few more minutes. What else can we do to this thing? We've got some nice attachment points for the wings. We added some extra brakes. Let's see what else we got. More headlights? Sure. Oh, more stabs. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll go to add the elements, which is 4. Oh, that's move elements. 1 is add elements. So these stabs, let's put stabs up the front here. This will look really nice. I'm on that flat plane and I'm rotating, and these have to go backwards. Boop. There we go. That looks good, and we'll be able to see if there's enough clearance in the back for these. Let's just get that alignment nice. It looks like I'm touching right to the front. Little hanging out over the edge. Correct. Same height. Yes. And yes. Good. I like that. Add more? Why not? We'll put a couple of them right in here, I think. Why not? This is adding weight, but it'll give you ultimately more control. So that's about splitting that red rail. Let's plop one there. And plop one there. That's not bad. That's not bad. Easy, just like that. Just no mistakes. Just happy accidents. All right. Can even put some underneath. No, it'll hit the ground. It really won't affect it. As long as you land slow enough, you won't wreck any of this stuff. Put some more up front. No. I like these angles. You can tuck them in there with these planes that Novaquark put on there. So that added some lift. Let's take a look at what we did here. Thrust, no. Speed, no. Low altitude lift. The hover engines, high altitude lift. The airfoils, 187 kilonewtons. I think that is much different. Sustentation speed is how slow you can go. You can go 58 meters per second and still stay in the air with this thing. That's good to know. Our axis, whatever. Did we get any adjusters from that? We could add a few adjusters to this too. Space, let's see. Yeah, those air brakes. Oh, it's damaged. See, it's showing me is 49 out of 50 hit points. So we damaged one of the air brakes already. The stabs that we just put on, if I hover over it, you can see it's highlighted in blue. Stabilizer extra small 116 is to the lower right there. And it's clear, so we're not obstructed anywhere. Good. All right. Frontal cross section is pretty nice. It's nice and small. All right, let's see what else we got in our goodie bag, stripping that other ship. These little fake wingtip things, yuck. We've got some lights. Extra small, square lights. What's the difference? Extra small, extra small. Are these just not stacked? They're not stacked. Let's go stack all. Boop. All right, good. Let's throw these over here. Replace those. Let's rotate this. Boop, boop, boop. This will help you find your ship in the dark, too. These are nice. Make sure that these are on. These headlamps are the dimmest things I've ever seen. These lights make way more light. So every time we add these decorative elements like lights and things, we're adding more weight to the ship. But we did just put some brake lights on here. We did just add some wings for some extra lift. Now, if you want to change the color of these, right-click, Advanced, set RGB color. Oh, they did it. They put it back. So red, green, blue, fantastic. Red is 255. Green is 0. And blue is 0. Am I right? Should be red. It is red. All right. Let's do the same to the other side. Advanced RGB. Highlight this. 255. 0. 0. Glad they put this back to RGB. Oof. Did some hexadecimal crap before. Oh, I should have put them here. Let's move them. All right, so we put them there. I want to move them. Let's go to the element select tool. For me is 4. I keep hitting 5 because that's how I used to have it. I'm going to highlight this. You see it's orange. I just grab it and boop, put it right over there. Grab it. Boop, put it right over there. There we go. That looks nice. Do we have a couple more of those? We got one left. Let's just slide everything. That's good. We'll make this stand out, and you'll be able to find it easier if you park it at a market and 50 other people have this same exact ship. Yours looks a little different now. So we're all out of those lights. Let's see what else we got. Anything fun in here? We got those more stabs and more air brakes. I think we're good with air brakes. This thing was braking just fine before. Got an extra headlight. Let's just use it up. Let's just use it up. Where does headlights go? On the front, right? Put it right underneath here. Give it a little twist. Dead center. Is that dead center? Looks pretty good to me. Let's change the color of this to, I don't know, advanced. So red, green, blue. Let's put a little bit of red in there, like 50. Green. We'll put 200, so it'll be a green light. And then let's just say 60. I'm just playing around. Okay, our screws are ready. I made white. Amazing. That's pretty good. There we go. Got some extra lights on the thing. All right, let's check our... I'm going to get out of build mode here. I'll stay in build mode. I'm going to hit K. I'm going to check on... We got 8 minutes left on this. Making some standard frames now. Got our screws. Working on some standard frames. We still need 2 of these, right? Yeah, basic mobile panels. We've got plenty of materials. Let's make 2 and start. I don't think that we had any of these in our inventory, did we? No. Basic hydraulic panels. I would have seen them. You know what to do to save some space too is I'm going to delete some of this oxygen. I'm going to get rid of 200 of this. This is a kind of a byproduct. Oh, that was hydrogen. Delete. I'm going to get rid of 200 of this. Delete that. Make sure that we got room for our mining unit that is always going to be adding ore to this. This tutorial is going a little bit long, but I'm just trying to cover little bits of everything along the way. There is the delete icon right there. Oh, this is galvanized red steel. That's pretty nice stuff. We don't have much Lumi glass left. We can't even put one block of it down. So I'm just going to delete this. Save some room. It's just a portion of the luminescent glass. Let's restack everything again. I like things stacked. Retro brakes we're not going to put on there. We could put some landing gear. Let's do it. I don't like landing gear, but let's do it anyways. Let's go back to 1. Highlight landing gear. Ugh, these things are huge. No sir, chief. We're not putting these on there. Look how big these things are. Yuck. You can mess around with things when you're in build mode. Like, if I right click on a hover engine and I go to advanced, you can disable thrust along gravity, enable torque. I think disable thrust along gravity, your ship starts kind of coasting on its own. I gotta figure out what that is now. They might have changed it. Well, we can test this out even before we get those wings. Let's see if we did anything. We could probably get some lift now and everything. So let's give it a quick test ride. Check our gas. Always check your gas. How much gas do we have? Well, she still flies. Yeah, I know the hints. Fuel, 96%. It's over there on the right HUD. There we go. She looks pretty good. 117. All the engines are in the back. We're gonna get some height. Lift off. Oh yeah. She's flying already. We didn't even need wings. That was just breaking apart the little shuttle that we got. So you don't even need to buy the wings. So now we're not a hovercraft anymore. We are flying. There's your first flyer. Ah, good. You see the turn and I'm not skidding out? That's good. That's all those stabilizers. That's fantastic. 250. And we even got faster. That's because of that engine in the back. Let's check our braking. Wow. Those brakes work great. All right. This turned out to be a pretty good little good modification here. Modify anything you want, people. Anything. We could even start stripping parts off of our base if we wanted to. There's no flight elements on there, but if you want some more lights or whatever, just take some parts of the base or build them in your little nano pack. I think I'm going to stop it there, and we're going to slap the wings on in the next episode and take this ore to the market. But we are getting one step closer. Oh, look at those red lights. It's pretty nice. Did something just blow up? I might have just damaged an element. Let's see what we did. Hold tight. So I'm still on the move maneuver tool. I'll click on this. I'll lift it up. And now I will... I used to be able to mouse wheel. I'm on the repair tool. Yes. All right. So the front wing... The front air brake is broken. I'm on the repair tool. I'm going to go to my container. I'm going to move the iron scrap to the link container. And now I'm going to hit I again. Go to my link container. Go away. I'm going to move this scrap. This is to repair scrap. I'm going to move the iron scrap to the quick access panel there and hover over your broken piece and press. Mechanic, yeah! Press repair. Then go around the rest of your ship, see if there's anything else that's yellow or smoking or on fire, and repair it. And there you go, guys. And I hope you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe and smash that like, and you'll stay informed of when I put out another little episode of How to Do You. And thanks for stopping by, guys. Catch you later.